welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa Fane. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my world. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your loyalty. Please do like the video, it counts. Share it, subscribe. Listen, let's learn this basic brow technique and putting on off the lashes. So first things first, I'm just going to brush my brows just to keep them in shape. This brush, as you can see, it's seen a life of its own, and which is good. This brush, I didn't buy it separately. All I did was buy an eyeliner that has a lid that had a brush. Now we're using an eyeliner. Please sharpen your eyeliner, and right now I'm just going to be following my original shape of these brows. So follow your original shape because you really don't want to draw someone else's face's shape, if that makes sense. So you're just going to follow through to your shape, but try to make it as neat as possible. As you can see, underneath the actual line I still have like some brows hanging in there, so I try as best as I can to just follow my brow shape. And then obviously as you're going on, you're just gonna, you see, as I'm applying, the direction at which I'm applying the pencil, I'm using the direction of my brow, so I'm going up, and then towards the edge of your brows you just need to darken your brows a bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Follow the shape of your brows, because if you're going to draw someone else's brows, you're going to look like someone else. So I'm going to use this brush again just to blend the pencil with my original brows. And then you see my application direction, I'm brushing forward, like upward, not forward, upward. And this just also helps me define where, like, the direction of my brows, so they don't seem like they're all over the place. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. You guys, it's always good to stop every now and then and embrace yourself, because you want to love what you see. So right here, I'm just going to use this Pro Concealer lid, the brush. I'm using the brush to apply the concealer on my brows. I'm not using the concealer that comes from there. I'm using this liquid concealer from Signature, and I'm just going to put it on my hand. And then I'm going to use Pro Concealer's brush to define my brows, but you'll see it. So as you can see, I'm applying the concealer throughout my face. This is one of those easy things you do if you are not like the contouring kind of person. This also just works for me personally, but you can just also try to figure out what works for you in terms of how you apply foundation on your skin. So I didn't apply foundation here. I applied concealer throughout as well. So now I'm just going to shape my brows. Literally go step by step. Don't try to rush and just draw a line. Literally move bit by bit as you are trying to define and clean up and shape up nicely. So usually what happens is people just draw a line, like literally they just slide through underneath their brow. For some people it works, for some people, for me it didn't work. So this is how I literally apply my concealer underneath just to clean up my brows. So this is what I do. I dab until I literally can see the shape that I'm trying to create. And then I'm obviously gonna dab throughout and even on my face. The reason why I put concealer throughout my face first is so that it can set, so by the time I dab it, it's actually dissolved into my skin, or my skin has absorbed a bit of it, something like that. So but it just works for me. So I'm going to use the same application for the top of my brows, those edges, and just to create that, you know, shape that I desire for my face. So please do bear in mind, look at what your brows look like. Sometimes you have such little brows, sometimes you have just enough brows, but work with what you have and understand your face. You know, I also just feel like tutorials like these ones, where you just literally try to make the brows the exact same way as, you know, the 2 days giving, you just can't. So that's what I'm always saying, just work with the shape of your brows. And then now I'm just gonna dab. Look at the sponge, and it didn't have a bath, it didn't bath, but it's fine. We dab, we continue, we move. So you're just gonna dab throughout like that. Some people just, you know, brush through with the sponge. Whatever works for you to make sure that your foundation or your concealer blends in. So now I'm gonna put on my lashes. These lashes, they are used lashes. I've been using them. I bend them like that. Oops, yes, these things happen. And then I'm gonna use a glue. This glue is like 20 rand. These lashes are like 20 rand, guys. Whatever you feel will work for you. Then I'm just gonna put the glue on my lash little by little. The reason I'm going so many times is I'm careful as to how much I'm putting. So yeah, and I'm just showing you how I put on my lashes. I'm not teaching you how to put on lashes, because I also don't know how they end up on my eyes, but they do, you know. So just watch the sis, and then you will see. So the one thing that I always do is try to put my lash from the middle, and then I hold the one end, and then, because now the middle has already stuck, and then I'm gonna push the one end, the one edge of the eye, the one corner, and then I'm gonna go to the other corner. And this happens very carefully. As you can see, it looks like I'm closing my eye, or my head is lifted a bit. In that way, you're able to see your lid from the bottom. So it's just easier to make your head like literally lean a bit or look up a bit. So you're not going to be facing directly towards the mirror, but you're going to tilt your head up a bit. So then you adjust until it works out for you. And you'll obviously be putting a bit of pressure on your lash, but not a lot. But so there we go. So that's what I do. So yes, it works. And then if you need to do any more adjusting or adjustments, do your thing. You know yourself. Do you understand? So I'm going to do the same with my other eye, adjusting every now and then if I feel like things are a bit awkward. So you can see it's like I'm closing my eye, but I'm not. So that's how I do it. I hope this makes sense. Like I'm saying right now, that I'm not teaching you how to put on lashes. I'm showing you how I put on my lashes, because first of all, I'm not even a professional makeup artist, but you know, these things, I really wanted to learn how to put on my lashes, and eventually I just stood in front of the mirror, got it wrong a few times, quit every now and then, but I got it right eventually. So now I'm just gonna put eyeliner underneath, and then I'm sure you know how to do that for yourself. I know you know. So literally things are starting to look clean. Yes, and this is what I do as well if I feel like my brows are not straight enough on the edges. So like I'm saying, you know, different folks, different strokes. Whatever works for you, find what works for you, and then I'll be filling in every now and then if I feel like they're not, you know, balanced or whatever. So whatever works for you, do that. You know, I'm showing you what works for me, but I'm just hoping in me showing you what works for me, you can already like try to find what works for you. So this is, I'm just gonna apply liquid eyeliner on top of the brow. Not the brow. What is this thing? It's the lash, on top of the lash, because I'm trying to hide that. I'm cleaning up. I'm not even hiding anything. I'm making it look neat for when I close my eyes. You don't see a lash popping at your face like her. So I'm just making it clean and closing it in. And you know, lip glosses are a thing, you know, since back then, you know. So I'm just ripping it up with lip gloss. This is a clean look I do, and this is what I usually do after doing my makeup. I'm literally just blending everything in with my hands, and I'm happy with how I look. Let me know what you think. This is me. I love the outcome. It's so quick, and I really do enjoy it. I hope you really liked it, and you can literally just let me know what you thought, how you can advise. Let me know in the comments below, and mwah!